Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a short one-shot for you called We Don't Have to Tell Ron About This, right? It's pansomionie and a little bit of drarry. They were on their way to potions when Pansy quickly grabbed Hermione's wrist and started to drag her from the classroom. "Pansy!" shouted Hermione as she almost toppled over onto her secret girlfriend. "Yes?" the Slytherin girl asked innocently, as if she hadn't almost made the two of them fall. Hermione rolled her eyes at Pansy's actions, but didn't try to resist being dragged in the opposite direction of the classroom. "Where are we going?" she asked the taller girl. Somewhere much better than a stuffy old potions classroom. That caused Hermione's eyes to widen in shock, but she still didn't put up any resistance. "We're skipping class?" Hermione asked softly, her brain shortcutting a bit. But we can't do that. We're supposed to be trying to earn our newts. That's why we came back for our 8th year, isn't it?" "Maybe that's why you came back," said Pansy, casually, as she took a sharp turn into a new corridor, still dragging Hermione behind her. "But I came back to actually have some fun, without a psychotic killer on my back for once. And that is what I'm going to do." She suddenly paused and turned to face Hermione. "Unless, of course, you'd rather hang out with Professor Foster in the smelly old dungeons than spend time with your amazing girlfriend." "What?" Hermione asked. Her brain had still not caught up to the current situation. No, I'd much rather be with you." "That's what I thought," smirked Pansy, before returning to dragging Hermione behind her. It was several minutes later, and they still hadn't stopped moving, so Hermione finally decided to ask, "Where are we even going?" "We're looking for a good place to snog." "Oh, yeah," said Pansy, rolling her eyes. "Now, hurry up. You're so slow. Honestly, I have no idea how you managed to survive being on the run for the last year." Hermione scoffed. "I managed just fine, for your information. And I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm much shorter than you." "You're not that much shorter." "And," Hermione emphasised, "you know I'm not athletic. If you want someone who's athletic, you should have asked Ginny to be your girlfriend instead." Pansy grimaced. "No, thank you. I mean, love Ginny, but only as a friend. Besides, even if I did like her, she's far too in love with Lovegood. It wouldn't be fair to either of us." "She's not in love with Luna. She's dating Parvati, remember?" "Oh, I know she's dating Patil," stated Pansy, as debating which direction to head. "But that doesn't stop her from being in love with Lovegood. If I had to guess, I'd say she'd been in love with her for a few years now," she said, as she finally decided to turn left. "But I also happen to know that Lovegood is in love with her too, so it's only a matter of time until Ginny and Patil break up and one of them confesses." "Really?" asked Hermione. "I honestly had no idea." Pansy simply shrugged. "Enough about Ginny and Lovegood. I think I found us a good snogging spot." The Southern girl pointed to a broom cupboard a few metres in front of them. "Come on," she said, before dragging Hermione to the door and flinging it open. But upon opening the door, Hermione and Pansy quickly discovered that they were not the only ones who had decided to skip out on potions. Inside the broom cupboard stood Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy, who had just been snogging a few seconds ago. Now they had broken apart, but both boys were blushing furiously and had a very dishevelled appearance. "Draco!" shrieked Pansy, while at the same moment Hermione furrowed her brow. "Harry?" she asked warily. "Fuck," Draco cursed, whereas Harry gave Hermione a small, sheepish smile. Hello," he said awkwardly, while giving the girls a small wave. "Draco Lucius Malfoy," seethed Pansy, her eyes narrowed dangerously. "You have 5 seconds to start explaining what the fuck is going on here." "Well," Draco drawled lazily, "clearly Harry and I were snogging. That is, until we were so rudely interrupted," he said with a glare, directed towards Pansy. "And now, may I ask, what is it that you are doing here?" Pansy rolled her eyes at the blonde. "Hermione and I were obviously looking for a place to snog, but our plans seem to have been postponed because of you." "Me?" shouted Draco. "You're the one barging in to random broom cupboards and interrupting my boyfriend and I." "Boyfriend?" "Yes," spat Draco, as he rolled his eyes too. And it's safe to assume that Granger is that secret girlfriend of yours you've been talking about for months. Maybe. By now both boys had stepped out the cupboard and had joined Pansy and Hermione in the hallway, with Draco and Pansy facing each other, both red in the face from that argument, while Harry and Hermione were standing off to the side, watching their significant others continue to yell at each other. "How long?" asked Harry quietly to Hermione. 5 months. You? Hummed Harry while nodding. 3 months for us. Hermione smiled slightly at him. You happy? Happiest I've been in a long time, the black-haired boy said, with a big dopey grin on his face. Same, breathed out Hermione. She, too, was smiling fondly. They stood there for several more moments, Draco and Pansy still at it. Hermione distantly heard something about the bloody chosen one, but she was too happy to pay any attention to it. We don't have to tell Ron about this, right? Asked Harry, breaking Hermione from her blissful trance. Not a word, Hermione agreed, before the two friends burst out laughing.